If you believe America is a democracy, then I have a beach house in Idaho to sell you. I brought you here today to answer the two most important questions of moving abroad, which is when can I go and how much will it cost me to live? But today we're talking about you want to move abroad. Let's answer these two most important questions and let's dive into what exactly is the Moving Abroad Toolkit. Welcome to the Moving Abroad Toolkit Masterclass. My name is Mackenzie and I help women with families move abroad or travel full time and build legacy. I'm super excited because today I'm sharing my latest and greatest work, okay? I have been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years, a grant writer, a creative that specializes in the business of being an artist in so many different types of ways, okay? I am a published writer, and I'm going to say that even after creating multiple ebooks, etc., this is definitely my greatest work. The Moving Abroad Toolkit is something that I'm extremely passionate about and excited about. And today, I feel uniquely prompted to share this with you because of all the things that are currently going around in the world. One of my most viewed videos is entitled, If You Believe America is a Democracy, then I have a beach house in Idaho to sell you, okay? I am a huge fan of Frank Ocean, like everyone else in the world. But that saying unfortunately applies to the current status of America and the current status of life as an American. And I'm not here to fearmonger you, scare you, or any of that, but I have been uniquely called to point out specific details that are extremely obvious, and I'm here to let you know are not normal in any way, shape, or form, okay? The amount of things we've been normalized to accept is beyond me. Months ago, I moved abroad with my 8-year-old daughter and have experienced true peace. Peace in a way that is container expanding and causes you to uplevel your nervous system because there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to look over your shoulder about. There's nothing to complain about where I am, okay? So I've had to up level and I've had to grow. And I'm very passionate about sharing that with other Black women, other women, okay, that are interested in building legacy in a real life way, interested in actually nurturing, spending time with their family, their friends, their children, okay? Your child is going to build your legacy wherever you leave it off at, okay? So you want to make sure that you're nourishing these different elements of your life, okay? Did not bring you here to talk about kids. I brought you here today to answer the two most important questions of moving abroad, which is when can I go and how much will it cost me to live? So, I created the Moving Abroad Toolkit to answer those two questions, and it can happen in a very, very simple way, and it doesn't take much time at all. And for that, I am the most proud of. But today, we're talking about you want to move abroad. Let's answer these two most important questions, and let's dive into what exactly is the Moving Abroad Toolkit. I'm always sharing the link for the Moving Abroad Toolkit, and when you click the link, it's going to bring you directly to the screen, which is the Moving Abroad Toolkit. Okay, let's just glare at it, guys. Let's just look for just a moment. It's beautifully designed. I love it, and it's amazing. So this is designed to answer the only two questions that matter for your particular move. Are you tired of keeping up with the ridiculous status quo of being an American? Tired of being overworked and undervalued? Are the drama and distractions of politics around you getting to you yet? Well, what about the skyrocketing cost of living? You're here, so I won't sugarcoat or lie to you. America is becoming the next third world country. And my question to you is, are you going to stick around and wait for it to drag you under too? Going forward, the rich will get richer and the poor will drown. 2 years ago, I decided to leave the brick and mortar system of entrepreneurship to create a life of patient freedom, travel, and geo arbitrage. I wanted to use all the information and skill I had gained in the last 10 years to 10x my life. I wanted to build my family legacy without a monkey on my back or constant dread. I was tired of living the same year of my life over and over, each year saying I was going to move away from home, but I was only making my dreams smaller and smaller. I decided my future depended on getting out of America and building a new life where I could make money while enjoying the beach, homeschooling my daughter, and even as I slept. I decided I was not going to wait for my family to understand or read the writing on the wall or even wait for things to get better. I was going to leave. I had me, and that was enough. 12 months later, I'm in Brazil. Gone are the microaggressions of daily life. No more begging for my time back or feeling anxious about tomorrow. I created a system for parents to move abroad. Yes, parents can move abroad with their kids. It's totally possible. If you're ready to stop dreaming and start doing, the Moving Abroad Toolkit was designed to make this happen. I've created the Moving Abroad Toolkit to answer the most important questions for anyone planning a move. When can I go? And how much will it cost? There's a financial calculator used to demystify your finances and calculate how much it will take to move abroad with your family. This is your essential first step to seeing how truly possible it is to move abroad. Included is the Moving Abroad Checklist, which is a 50-minute workshop that helps you become aware and find answers to every question you will have. This work is a combination of the last 12 months of research designed to ensure that you don't have to navigate this journey alone. And last but certainly not least, the Mindset Shift Workshop, which is not just a course, it's a profound journey from feeling trapped to living a life of purpose. This is for parents who are ready to let go of exhaustion and step into their power. It's for people that know what they deserve and they want to become a world citizen who builds a legacy of courage and adventure for their family. This workshop is designed to create a complete transformation from fear and doubt of the unknown into unwavering intuition and a deep trust for yourself. We'll dismantle the fears that hold you back and replace them with a powerful inner compass. From the constant pressure of life, built on others' expectations, to the authentic freedom of prioritizing yourself and your children. From the isolation of a busy life to the joy of building a global village and a new support system wherever you go. From feeling financially trapped by a physical business to becoming a location independent entrepreneur. Monetizing your expertise and building financial independence through geo arbitrage. This is your chance to shed the old and embrace a new identity, a leader, a world traveler, and a legacy builder. Stop dreaming and start doing. All in all, this is the first step to moving abroad. I moved abroad solo and a woman who was a mother who started this journey with no savings. Although it's 2025, it's not cringe to still say, if there's a will, there's a way. Stick with me and I'll help you harness your will until we get to the finish line. The truth is, I escaped America and just in time to live a life of my dreams. It's not too late for you. Let's get started. We're going to go over the two questions that matter the most when deciding to move abroad. My question to you is, are you a woman with a family? Do you dream of moving abroad or traveling full time in a slow way or bouncing around, but you feel stuck by the two biggest questions? How much will it cost and how long will it take to actually make a plan, execute it, and move abroad? The weight of planning for your entire family without a clear financial roadmap can be paralyzing, turning your dream of creating a global legacy into a source of stress. I understand this fully. There were so many mental blocks I had to get rid of just to believe that moving abroad was something I could possibly do. Just to even believe that it was possible for me, I had to do a tremendous amount of inner work. However, I did not let that inner work stop me from making plans and taking action immediately. And you should not allow that to stop you. No matter how big your family unit is, whether it's just two people to 10 people, I've seen families move abroad with a lot of people. It's time to stop dreaming and start doing. The Moving Abroad Toolkit is your essential first step, a powerful, practical resource designed to give you clear answers you need to move forward with confidence. I've taken the guesswork out of the initial planning so you can replace overwhelm with a plan. You're probably wondering what's inside the toolkit? What's inside the toolkit? Because I talk about the toolkit in each video, and finally, we're having the masterclass. And honestly, as you can see, I am geeked. The toolkit isn't just another checklist, although it does have a self-paced checklist in it. It is essentially your third step to planning and considering all the things you need to move abroad. But the toolkit specifically is comprised of two dynamic tools. They are apps, they are interactive that work together to give you a personalized blueprint for your journey. So inside the toolkit, there's the Moving Abroad calculator. This tool directly answers your biggest financial question. It demystifies your budget and reveals a clear, achievable path to funding your move by leveraging your current resources. You'll go from chaos to clarity. From financial anxiety to a feeling of clarity and control, you'll see that money you need isn't a far off dream, but is often hiding in your current budget. I decided to move abroad with zero savings plan whatsoever. I made a choice that I was going to do whatever it took to move abroad, and I stopped going out regularly. I stopped doing anything that would cost money that had nothing to do with my move abroad. I was extreme with it because of my personal beliefs about where the country was going. I felt an extreme sense of urgency, and I had been feeling that for years. So I started to just take everything very seriously, and I saved my money. I even picked up a third stream of income. I told you I am a single parent. I only have enough time, but thankfully, I already had high paying skills where I already had streams of income. Was I saving my money? No. I had a idea about money that I needed to release. And even going through the process of moving abroad, I have been able to heal a lot of those traumas from generations, to be able to start actually saving money, to investing in myself, investing in my future, investing in my child's future. So nothing but good has come out of deciding to move abroad. So also inside the toolkit, you will find the interactive timeline generator, which answers the second most important question, which is how long will it take to move abroad? This tool tackles the second major hurdle by transforming the overwhelming list of tasks into a simple, manageable, step-by-step roadmap tailored to your ideal time frame. So it gives you three options for time frames: 90 days, 6 months, 12 months. You'll go from feeling utterly overwhelmed to empowered and organized. The daunting goal becomes a series of simple steps and helps you to build momentum and confidence along the way. After you use those two tools, you'll be led to the self-paced checklist. Okay, this is a workshop because it's previously recorded 50 plus minutes of information discussing things that you are going to want to consider when moving abroad. If you want help getting answer to these questions, then you'll of course want to join the course. It is an 8-week intensive course for people that want to leave now. It is for people that want to go fast. It's for people that take information and act on the information, okay? This is not information that you just need to keep fiddling and fumbling over and over, asking yourself, staying in freeze mode. This is information that you will take and use to act on your plan for moving abroad, whether that's 90 days, 6 months, or 12 months, okay? Whether that's having a plan for building your going away fund or not, okay? You're going to ultimately get your number on how much it's going to cost you to move abroad and then create your plan using the toolkit. You're going to polish your plan by using the checklist. The Moving Abroad checklist is your ultimate solution for navigating the complexities of international relocation with your family. I told you it is 50 plus minutes of transformation, answering overwhelming questions and daunting tasks, turning them into clear, actionable steps. I created this tool drawing over a decade of entrepreneurship, research, hands-on experience, figuring things out. It's it is thought-provoking. Its thought-provoking chapters guide you from feeling utterly lost and anxious about how to gain profound clarity on every single detail, from visas to finances and healthcare. This journey helps you collect overwhelming confidence, empowering you to step into the life abroad you've envisioned for yourself and your family's legacy. Inside this workshop, you will discover complete documentation strategies, ways to get all your documents, timelines to get your documents, financial planning masteries, ways to set up a structure. Don't necessarily like to use the word budget, but at the end of the day, it is a budget. How much you're going to spend, how much you're not going to spend, where is the money going to come from? It talks about healthcare and navigating insurance, community building blueprints, housing and logistical solutions, and education for your family, for your kids, and integration. Hard topics that you're going to need to discuss, talk about, and think about, okay? It is going to cover it all. It literally is your complete transformation. This isn't just another moving abroad checklist. You'll finish this workshop with crystal clear next steps, unshakable confidence, and then knowing that you can absolutely make this move possible with your family. It only takes one person. It takes one coherent believer to go forward with these steps. You're going to be scared. You're going to be worried. You're going to be concerned, but that's not going to stop you anymore. You're going to do all of those things, feeling the feelings that you feel, and also, a lot of the time, being able to dissipate and eliminate negative beliefs and feelings so that way it's easier to move forward. This toolkit is your ultimate transformation. You're going to be able to make fundamental shifts. You're transforming from a parent who wishes for a different life into a parent who is actively building one. You will go from feeling stuck and anxious to having a clear vision, a solid plan, and the unwavering confidence to take the next brave step for you and your children. So when you decide to do this, you're going to go ahead and click going forward. And because I am actually concerned for people, I see people commenting on my videos and commenting on videos alike that are always saying, I want to move abroad, but I don't know how. I want to move abroad, but I don't know how much it's going to cost. I want to move abroad, but I don't know what to do. I want to move abroad, but I'm too exhausted living my current life and situation to be able to think about this sort of thing. So beyond sustaining my life here, um, I told you I have other streams of income. I want people to be able to answer these questions so they can leave, because your future, your child's future, children's family's future depends on it. I believe that it depends on it. So right now it's at an extremely affordable rate, and it won't be forever. So this is something that you definitely want to take advantage of. When you go and click into the toolkit after you've gained access, I'm already so proud of you for doing that because it's life-changing. You will see the finance calculator. This is going to help you calculate your relocation plan by understanding your finances and future costs. So inside here, I'm going to create my profile name. Let's call it Mackenzie's Move. Where would you like to move? I'm going to move to Brazil because I moved to Brazil and I currently operate in US dollar. This will look perfect for you. I am currently in the admin area. My family size is only, let's just say that my family size is four. And I generate, let's just say, $2,000 a month. You can be generating as low as $300 a month. For my housing expenses, hell, I pay that much. For my car, I have no car because I sold the car already. I recommend selling your car. Get rid of the car. You're not going to need the car anymore. Get rid of it. Take Uber for the next 2 months. Get rid of your car as soon as you can. So, because I don't have a car, I no longer have a car payment. I spend about 350 on groceries a month. Well, no. I have four people in the household now, so and I know that it's much more now that tariffs and inflation has gone up even more. But let's just say that. And for leisure and entertainment, I have $250 a month, but I'm going to take that down to nothing. Okay. I'm going to take that down to $100 a month. Just because, you want to move abroad, but you don't want to suffer. You still want to live a comfortable life. That was something that was important for me. Now, I do consider myself to be on the scale of a minimalist. So all I need is activities that are free. And I was living in the Midwest. So for majority of the year, I can get out and I can go to the parks, I can go to walks, I can do things like that that will sustain me. But a lot of the movies, a lot of the mall runs didn't happen. And I would just explain it to my daughter why we're not doing anything anymore. Because we are moving abroad. We're making our dream of moving abroad sacred in order to move abroad. So, here at the bottom, you'll see the financial summary. I have $2,000 of income. My total expenses are about $1,600. Shows you, okay, now I know that I have $350 a month that I can save for this move abroad, period. This is not with selling my items, not with selling my car, not with getting another stream of income. Okay, we have not factored in any of those things, but you will also factor those things in. So you're going to go ahead and save your relocation profile, okay? And it's going to load up into your browser. And from there, we're going to go to the timeline generator. So I know I want to leave here immediately. So I'm going to click 90 days. How soon are you planning your move? I click 90 days and it is generating my personal timeline. Okay, so I have week by week instructions on what I need to do. In my first week, I need to identify a destination. I need to check political and economic stability. Those two go hand in hand. When I identify the destination, I'm going to check to make sure this is a stable country, okay? I'm going to gather all the information I can about this country, culture, language, lifestyle, and I'm going to explore expat resources, such as groups, whether that be Facebook, forums, Reddit, and YouTube. I use a lot of YouTube. I watched every single video there was to watch on every location that I was interested in. Week 3 to 4, you're going to start creating finance and budget. If you know that you're only going to be able to save $350 a month and you're not going to be able to take your job with you, you are going to start looking for another job, period. Period. That is what I'm going to say. And I'm saying that as a person who is an entrepreneur, as a person who has been in business for myself, multiple businesses for myself for over 10 years. Go get a job. Go get a work from home position if you can. Stay at home, work from home 40 hours a week, do your other stuff as you can. Usually, those work from home jobs are going to be customer service jobs. If you do have more skills, they'll probably just put you as a person who processes data. You won't talk on the phone that much. Go for something like that. That's what I did. You're going to be able to estimate relocation costs. You're going to refine the budget. You're going to start understanding what are your moving expenses. You're going to sell everything so you're not having any moving expenses. I recommend selling everything. Keep maybe a box or two of your personal keepsake belongings that you would never give away. Okay, things that you would make sure you get in a fire. Okay, you only have two hands, so there's not that much stuff you can get in a fire, and you're running out of the house to save your life. That you're packing to save your life at this point, honey. You, you are. So get that stuff and put it in a box and give it to a family member that you trust. Okay? If you must have those items, give it to the family member that you trust and send for it later when you get where you're going. Boom, problem solved. But we're not about to spend $1,000 on bringing your couch, your sofa, your cat's bed, none of that. All of that stuff is either getting donated or thrown away. I donated majority of my belongings and I sold the rest, and what I could not sell was trash. You're going to be able to redefine your cost of living. If you're not going to be taking your position, chances are you probably have high value skills you can start a business. Starting a business is not easy, but you want to get around people who have done it before and know how to do it and can help guide you. That's another video, okay? I will be creating a course on how to do that. How to generate funds abroad using your paying skills. And we're going to be talking about opening international bank accounts. I use Wise. I like it. I don't have any problems with it. Now that I have been in Brazil, I understand how to get a CPF. I could have got a CPF from day one of being in Brazil, where I would be able to use their banking system. You want to learn about if that's something you can do and how. You're going to understand their currency and understanding what your buying power is. For me, buying power helped me decide where I was moving to. That was a big, big factor because I wasn't taking that 9 to 5 job. And I had been in the business of um, beauty. So I taught classes. I sold my time with that business. And then other business in music, I also sold my time with that. It was quite easy for me to transfer courses and information. So that's the direction you want to go in if you want to create an online business. Okay? So week 5 and 6. You're going to tackle legal documentation. You're going to apply for your visas. You're going to gather all of your information. And because you're watching this, I'm going to tell you, you want to get started doing that week 1. You want to identify your documents. You want to um, make sure you locate your documents and have them in hand. So by week 5, you are ready to get your visas and passports. Do not wait to get your passport. Don't wait to get your passport, guys. Don't wait another moment. By week 7, you're going to figure out housing and accommodation. I recommend Airbnb. You can decide whether you're going to sell, rent, or keep your current home. I recommend don't keeping it. If you're about to bounce around and move around, leave. Sell your house while you can. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a lady on YouTube that did all of this stuff and moved abroad. So I'm telling you what I did, what I would do based on the fact that I have been through it before. I wouldn't bother keeping my home in this market, okay? Because the things that are about to happen um, are horrendous, and I would not take a risk like that. So you want to start searching for new housing. Like I said, Airbnb, and you can contact real estate agents, but I would say get there first, right? I moved to Brazil sight unseen because I'm slow traveling. I'm not going to stay here in Brazil. I'm going to bounce around. So I felt comfortable just coming here. If I don't like it, we'll leave. All right, let's talk about schooling for your children. I homeschool. There are many opportunities online to get really wonderful curriculums for your child. What is it going to take for you to enroll your child in school if that's what you want to do? These are things that you're going to start looking up, okay? And so then you have healthcare is one of the last things that you're going to be establishing, plane tickets, okay? Getting rid of your items. If you're leaving in 90 days, start selling everything immediately, honey. Because there was lots of things that I left my house and wasn't sold. My couch, bedding, lots of things. You don't want to be that person that has to put your $1,000 couch out on the side of the road because you didn't sell it in time. Okay. Okay. So the rest of the time, you want to do all the downsizing and logistical planning. Okay. So if I was going to be moving abroad in 6 months, it gives me an option for 6 months detailing the plan. And it gives me an option for 12 months detailing that plan. I'm telling you, this is amazing and beautiful for me to share. I'm so happy that I'm sharing it now with you because it's going to make all the difference. So, as you can see, in month one, there's more things to do, and researching schools is one of the first things that you're going to do here. Creating a timeline, which is what you have here, setting moving budgets, plan for employment, applying for passports, housing accommodation, understanding school for your children, understanding healthcare, and then downsizing and packing. There's some things for a final countdown, and then, of course, we have an option for 12 months. 12 months, it gives you information just the same way. After you have used the after you have used the timeline generator, you are going to go ahead to the next step. The next step is going to be described to you in a very thorough way, okay? It tells you who the next step is for. You'll have a mental understanding of where you'll be after you complete the financial calculator and the timeline generator. The self-paced checklist and workshop is your ultimate solution. Okay? It is going to bring you forward. It is going to answer all the questions you can have. Every single question you'll have, and some that you have not thought about, will be answered by you at the end of the video. Okay? And if you don't know the answers at that time, you will know exactly how to research and find the answers. If you're a person that likes the fast track, Solutions for Moving Abroad, the 8 week intensive is for women with families who need to move quickly and want personalized, hands on support every step of the way. This intensive program is designed for those who don't have time, who don't have months to figure out everything on their own. You're going to understand your plan and have worked through it, okay? Whereas the self-paced guide, you're self-paced. You're finding out the answers on your own. So you have the questions that you need to answer and you have resources to answer those questions, but you don't have the accountability. The accountability is up to you. So if you know that you're a person, just give me the information, I'll do it. That is for people like that. The 8 week intensive is also for people like that also want accountability. They want to be in groups of other people. This also helps you to not feel so alone and also talk directly to me, get guidance from me. What's inside the 8 week intensive? It has your personal action plan, which you created using the toolkit, and we are going to work through each parent's particular situation. Of course, you can join the intensive if you're not a parent, okay? Join, get in groups, You're going to have a weekly group coaching call where any questions, concerns, insights you have, you'll be able to share with your peers in order to stay on track. Get those questions answered. If you need an extra person who has been through it to help you weigh in on your decision, you will have that. I have no problem with getting advice, okay? But I'm not the kind of person who's going to get advice from someone who has never done the thing. And chances are, if you are here, you are an outlier. You are a person who doesn't have a lot of people around you to ask questions about your particular interest. So that is one other reason to join the 8-week intensive. You will have done with you implementation. I will be there, okay, helping you through the visa process, through school selection, because I homeschool my daughter, housing searches, and nothing gets missed. Nothing gets missed. You'll have priority support, and you'll be able to talk about parent transition, coaching, those things in the mindset shift that you may want to talk to other people about. This is perfect for parents who have specific timelines and can't afford delays or mistakes. People that want expert guidance rather than figuring everything out alone. People that need accountability and support to stay on track. People that have complex situations, whether that's visa challenges, school-aged children, and people that want the confidence that comes from having a proven expert in your corner. I'm here in Brazil now, okay? Sustaining, living a beautiful life. So in your toolkit, you'll see an option to join the 8-week intensive, okay? This is an option for you if you don't want to do it alone. If you're fine with the self-paced checklist, here it is. You're going to go through and you're going to click it, and inside you will see me guiding you through all the questions that you will want to consider. I love everything about the toolkit, okay? And this particular checklist is going to talk about documentation strategies, financial planning with the toolkit, the financial calculator that you've used, the timeline generator that you've used, healthcare and insurance, things that I use, housing logistics, community building, education and family, okay? All the things. And by the end, you will have transformed and you will have a plan that you can act on, okay? I appreciate you guys. Any comments, feedback, definitely share it with me in the comments. Any questions or things that you think would be helpful to add to the toolkit. I'm here and available, okay? See you on the other side.